Hi, and welcome to Storyjumper.com. This is a place where you can make one of your story connections that you read with your peer mentor. The first thing to do is to sign on to www.storyjumper.com. Once you get here, put in a / and school. This will allow you to sign on with your class ID, your username, and your password. Your handout that you were given will have your class ID, and this is just a one-time enter that you'll have to put in. So my class ID is 415. Make sure you click over to the next box, 1048, and then click Go. And then you can click on your class username, which I am CoolFox, and my password BBB, and then I can log in. So once I come here, I can create a new book, and this is for our Peer Mentor Literacy program. Remember to use the storyboard that you've already created using the rubric, and then it'll be really simple. So my storyboard that I created with the rubric is based on an Aesop fable that I recently read, which is The Little Boy Who Cried Wolf. So that's the story connection I'm going to make. So I'm going to click on Create, and these are the books that I can create from. I can either build a book from scratch, a treasure map builder, food fun, ocean tale, costumes, trucks and rescue, magic and myth. So probably the best thing to do is to build one from scratch. And here you have a blank template for you, and this will give you the pages up top. You have your book cover, a dedication. Over here is where you can add a new page. On the sidebar here are all of the props that you can put onto your page. You can also put text onto your page. You can also put different scenes on your page. If you have photos, you could upload them to the computer and then go to Get Photos, and that'll bring you right to the photos. When you add text, you can add different boxes to put your text in. So for my props, let's see, I probably want, and you can even type in a search for these. Type in, if you click on more props, it'll bring you up to a search. You can also go by themes, different categories. So if I want to find a wolf, I would type in wolf and click Go. And there's different types of wolves here doing different types of actions. So I could probably choose this one. And then I can also choose a boy. Choose him. And then I can click Done. So notice that I have my wolf and my boy over here where it says more props. Remember, this is a story connection. So I can start off talking about, on my first page, I can talk about how The Little Boy Who Cried Wolf is an Aesop fable that I recently read, and it made me think of. And then I would put what I thought of when I was thinking of a wolf and a boy. So I would think of the lesson that that might have taught me. So Little Boy That Cried Wolf would mean you need to be honest with your words, you need to have integrity, you need to be trustworthy. All three of those things remind me of The Little Boy That Cried Wolf. Because if you're not trustworthy with your words, then no one's going to believe what you say. So I can even make a connection to maybe something that happened in my life where I said I was going to do something and maybe I never followed through and did it. Maybe that made me not so trustworthy. So that's my connection that I would make with the book. And I can put different scenes on there. So I can put a sky. And then let's put my text in there just so you can see what it looks like. I think I'm going to use this one right here. And you can make this bigger or smaller. Let's see, just by, you can flip it around. There you go. Just click on it and drag your mouse over it. So once you click in there, then you can add your text. And I can type in here, the boy who cried wolf, and then move my text box over here so it can be seen. And then I can drag my props over here. And if you add too many, you just X out of there and it'll delete it for you. And again, you can make these bigger, you can turn them. If you try to put it against the backdrop, it usually will not show up. So you have to like put the scenery right next to your props. So this is just a demonstration on the type of connection you can make and using the props and the different scenes, uploading photos, adding text. And right here you just click up here for your new pages, and if you don't want the page you could just delete it. And you want to save your work before you exit. And once you do that, it'll give you the option to share, so I could just save. And then I can, and notice how I have 2 hours 20 minutes remaining. If you don't have any time up here, it just means that I need to add more time for you to create in Storyjumper. So you can also have a spell checker here, which is pretty nice. The option for you to help you spell your words correctly. And when you get finished doing that, you can just log out and your work will be saved. So thank you for joining us for the tutorial for Storyjumper, helping you make your storybook connections.